There's one. Fishing for, oh, I'm gonna keep fishing and catch that fish right there. There's one right on the edge of the rocks. What's happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. Just got out to the lake. I've only got a couple hours. We've had a number of storms coming through, which is awesome because I think we're like 8 inches of rain below where we should be for the year. So threw on a buzzbait. My old man would slap me if I wasn't throwing a buzzbait during the time when it's getting ready to rain now. Couple other things. Hopefully we can find a few. I don't know, like I said, I've only got a couple hours. So we're gonna run and gun a few spots here. So yeah, let's see. Enough yapping. Let's get the stuff ready and start fishing. There's one. Oh, on the rocks. Buzzbait on the rocks has been a deal for me in the past. It's all right. That's a good sign. There are some fish up shallow willing to eat a buzzbait. Storm's coming in. Nice. All right. Well, first one of the day on a buzzbait. No trailer hook. I know I'm kind of tempting fate here. There we go. Nice. A little 1.5 pound. Kind of skinny. Probably go close to 1.5 pounds. All right, thank you, dude. We appreciate you eating. My first buzzbait fish of the day. Like I said, we're gonna kind of have to run and gun quick. I don't have a bunch of time. You can see the clouds in the sky. There's supposed to be a storm rolling through, so try to get up here and find as many of these as we can before the storm shuts us down. That's what we're working with right there. Little black buzzbait. Oh, nice. And they don't like it when the tails aren't moving, but on the back of it I've got one of the Z-Man goats. That's in the deal color. That's actually one that my guy Burley Fishing sent me a while back. Let's see, Burley, come on, maybe this thing will be the deal. Buzzbait with the goat trailer. Now a lot of folks I've seen are running the goat trailer as like on the naked buzzbait, like that you'd normally run a frog on. How is there not going to be a fish sitting around this willing to eat a big old loud clacking buzzbait coming by? There's got to be a fish sitting around this, right? Nothing there that time. See if there's anything off the end of this little piece of wood here. Fine wood that's sort of alive. Oh, yep, what did I say? Fine wood, throw to wood that's sort of alive. Catch a fish on the old buzzbait. Look at him. Monster, I tell you. Absolute monsters here, but right where he should have been, right off the edge of that. Look at this little cove here, one little thing sticking out. Bass is on it, a little pounder, just waiting there, waiting to ambush. He's chunky though, waiting to ambush. All right, little pounder there. Thank you, dude, for eating the buzzbait. The buzzbait, yes. I was hoping we could get some topwater fish today. All right, so quick look at what we're throwing. Again, that's that Cumberland buzzbait. I like these. They run good and true, good sharp hook. Today I went with the black one since we've got overcast skies, supposed to be a storm coming, and I went with the clacker. I figured there was gonna be a little wind, ripple on the water. I wanted to create a little bit more noise and disturbance. And I put that Z-Man goat on there. So far that's doing well. Thank you, Burley, for sending that to me, brother. Ow, son of a... There we go. Isolated wood pile. Oh, missed it. Come on, right there, right on this wood pile. There he is, right where he should have been. Right on the wood pile. Get out of that wood though. Get out of the wood. Stay out of the wood. Oh, there we got him. Oh man, they feel like giants when they get buried down in that wood. Look at that guy. What, 1.25 pounds maybe? He felt like he was a moose when he was pulling down in that. Right where he should have been though. Had I not lost that other one, just over there on that other little isolated wood pile, look at that hook set. Running the old buzzbait close to cover, whether it's been rocks, isolated bushes, wood. All right, there we go. Not a monster, little pounder, but sir, we appreciate you biting. Any fish is fun and welcome on topwater in my book. All right, anything else? Let's try to get out here again and run it nice and close to this wood pile. These fish aren't coming way out, clear out after it. Everything for me has been, you have to get it right next to these, whatever sort of structure they're on, the wood pile or right on the rocks close to shore. So that's what we'll do. We'll give it what they want. Try to get as close to this cover as we can. Right over the wood pile, how about that? Right in the middle of it, had to get right in the middle of that wood pile. Do you see how many times I threw to that next to it? That fish wanted nothing to do with it. Had to get right in the middle of it. There's more wood. I'm bringing in a whole daggum tree with him. Gosh, he's stuck on more wood there. Again, not a beast. Whew, but man, oh man, he annihilated that thing. Look at that. Little dude freaking crushed it. Another, I don't know, probably £1.25. Oh, I did have it out till you shook there, fella. All right. That one I had to get right over that wood pile for that dude to eat it. Thanks for eating fish. Wow. How many times did I throw next to that? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Right over the top of it, and he was like, yeah, sure. I'll eat that now, it looks good. All right, well, successful outing thus far. I'm catching some fish. Had a couple decent fish that I missed there. Interesting that I've only got one off of each wood pile though. You'd think there'd be a couple on it. So again, the key has been getting as close as I can to stuff. You know, basically like I'm fishing a Texas rig. Sometimes you flip and pitch around the outsides of the brush and stuff. They don't want anything to do with it. Get right inside of it sometimes and they'll hit it. That's exactly what has been happening today. Got to get right in, on, and around all this stuff, or they're like, nah, I'm not going to come clear out there and get that. Thanks. There's one next to the rocks. All right. Another fish, by golly. Not a beast. Another one to the tally, though. Yes. Oh, he's a chunk. Gosh, and look, he woofed that buzzbait. Woofed it. All right, there we go. Another one on the old buzzer. That fish was shallow. Look at that. Perfectly pinned. Shallow. Golly, look at him. He is a chunk of a dude. £1.25 maybe, getting closer to another £1.50. Where are all the £1.50s at? That's what we want. Some good old £1.50s hitting this. Oh man, what more could you ask for? A fun little buzzbait topwater bite. Storm is rolling in. I thought it was going to be some good fishing. Like I said, my old man always said, you know, when it's raining, throw a buzzbait. Not like a spring day where you can find every single fish just stacked in one spot. You know, I suppose you could if we did some deep offshore fishing or something, but I don't have any clue what the hell I'm doing when it comes to that stuff. Oh gosh, that felt like a better one. Was he just angry? Yeah, just angry. God, that felt like a better fish. He felt like he was a tub. There we go. Another little pounder, but man, when he hit that, I thought that was a tank. Nope, was not a tank. Apparently I upset the fishing gods. Oh, except made that one happy. Ugh. Just as I said, oh, it's sunny. I don't know there. I thought there was supposed to be a storm. That guy hit it. Thanks for eating my buzzbait there, fella. Ugh. Gosh, he ate it though. They're eating it well. Again, I made the call. Okay, I'm not going to put a trailer hook on. Whew. So far, I have not needed it. There we go. Another one. Over £1.25 again. Most every single fish that I've caught's been like £1.25. It's all right. Like I said, I welcome any fish on topwater. That one wanted it closer to the shore over here. I've caught two off this little side here. Looks like there's like a little bit of like brush or something up here. Oh gosh, right as I was getting ready to pull it in. Right as I was getting ready to pull it in. Wow, that dude was dirt shallow by that grass. Vicious little pounder right there. Did you see him? All right, there we go. Another pounder on the old buzzbait. Well, not any Goliaths yet, but by golly, we are catching fish on the buzzbait, clack and buzzbait combo. Storm's rolling in. We've got a bunch of sun, but I can see what's behind is quite the storm coming out there. All right, so you can see over here again, we've got another little bush brush overhang here, kind of isolated. Everything else is flat around it. So we're gonna see if, what do you know? I was just gonna say, we're gonna see if holds true and we catch a fish on it. By golly, we did. Sticking out piece of wood. There's another piece of wood sticking out farther down. Everything has been on little isolated pieces of wood. Anything sticking out different and they want it ran right next to it, right by it, as close as you can get. They're not coming out 3 feet to get it. There we go. Another little dude there hanging on The edge of that little bush right there. That's all it took for that fish to be laying under it. Picture perfect, exactly where that fish should have been. Now, one thing I'll say with the goat, I did cut off maybe an inch of this goat. I thought it would look better. The problem is these little legs keep getting caught in this one I cast. So I would say if you're gonna put this on something like this, keep it a little bit longer so it doesn't get hung up like mine keeps doing. But there's one right on the edge of the rocks. Another on the buzzbait. All right, well, another saw. Oh, that's bigger than what I thought. Pound and a halfer. All right, golly, he is angry about it. Big head, skinny body. He's easily a pound and a half fish. Thank you again, dude. On the buzzbait, and we've even got the sun and stuff shining. Still catching him on the old buzzer. I will take it. That guy was right at the edge of this little drop off rocky point deal here. Right there, right by the oh man, that's too funny. There's a little bit of overhanging grass there that made a little canopy, and I just kind of popped it quick. Right as it came by it, that dude ate it. Fish landing violation. All right, little pounder. It's okay, doesn't matter to me. That is another fish on the buzzbait. I don't know how many we're at. I only caught a couple. I'm like, man, is that all I'm gonna be able to catch is like 2 fish out here, really? Look at that, the bite done came alive. We've got some clouds coming and going. I don't see the storm. The radar looked like we were for sure gonna get drenched out here, but we might have dodged it. That guy just slurped it. There wasn't even, oh. Another one. Northern shallow wood. Had to bring it right over the top of it for that dude to eat it. Ah, there we go. Man, no monsters, but gosh, that dude, look at that. Absolutely hammered it. Another probably pound and a half or close to. Big head, but skinny bodies. Put on some weight, he'll be there in no time. Close to a pound and a half anyway. All right, well, a fun day. Storm rolling in. It doesn't even look like it's gonna storm now. I mean, it looks sunny unless there's something else, another cell behind it. It said the storm was already supposed to be here, so I think I may have dodged it for now. I'm gonna keep fishing for, oh, I'm gonna keep fishing and catch that fish right there. Just gonna say keep fishing for a little bit longer and call the night here. Yes, another fish on the edge of the wood. Now that is a Debo dink. Thank you, sir. We had to catch a certified Debo dink, but I mean, it's been fun. These fish are fun. This is not a super heavy rod. This is that Okuma Psycho stick. I'll show you the stats at the end, but a softer rod. So when these fish hit it, I mean, they're really bending it. You know, it's not like a real stiff rod where you catch a pound or a pound and a half where, you know, you can barely feel it. Your rod's so stiff. There we go. Had to take it right through the middle of that wood. See that? How many times did I come by that left side? Not a monster, but had to take it right over the middle of that. Dude was right in the middle. Good sharp hooks on this buzzbait. I've only lost a couple. Boy, that guy was not going anywhere. Oh, look at this. This poor guy has a hook in his gullet. Just like that, you can see it's still sticking up. Let's see if I can do the gill removal. I don't have my pliers on me, but let's see if I can push that through and get this out for the little dude. That's a big hook. Okay, so for the gill removal, I'm going to take this hook and try to push it down next to his gill. It's easier if you've got it still attached to your line. There we go. So I'm going to take this hook, pull the eye of it through his gill over here on this side. I'm going to point that hook up. Look at that. I got that hook out, no issue, no problem at all. Look at that EWG hook. See how I did that? Bent it up, turned it around. Look, Not a drop of blood, not a single drop of blood. That fish would have died. I'm sure he would have got stuff stuck. Look at that. Not a problem, not a single drop of blood. That is why you learn the gill hook removal. That fish popped off of there. I took the top of it, the eye out, nothing. Not a problem for that, dude. Awesome. All right, little dude. You live to fight another day. Who knows? That could grow up to be a 10-pounder. That is awesome. I am so glad that I got that on camera. Perfect. EWG hook there. That's a 3-aught, I would say. Yes. All right, fishing friends, that's going to do it for today. Super fun day on the water catching bass, only using the Buzzbait. This is a look at exactly what we're using. This is that Cumberland Pro Lures 1/4 ounce black Buzzbait. This does have the clacker on it, black blade, and I put that Z-Man goat on the back. So you can see this has kind of the 2 flappy feet there. It reminds me of like a Rage Menace type deal. I know a lot of guys were fishing, there's a bee on me. A lot of guys are fishing just these, without a skirt topwater because it's got those kicky leg deals. I added it on the back. That's the deal color, kind of that blue and kind of whitish type color there on that black Buzzbait. I think it did a good job contrasting. That seemed to work for me. All my fish, every single one came off that. Missed a few, but dang, fun night catching fish anytime you can catch them on topwater on a Buzzbait. The reel, this is the older Shimano Scorpion DC. This is an old one I actually got from a buddy. His friend was selling them. He sold me some for a great price. Thank you. Cool reel. It is the DC reel. You noticed it was whining. It's not the SLX DC. I do have that one, but I also have the older Shimano Scorpion DC too now. Sweet reel. I like it. The rod, you've seen that guy before. That's the Okuma Psycho Stick. The stats on this: 7'2" medium. You can see it's only rated for lures up to 5/8 ounce. So I had 17-pound mono in there. That's the Trilene, that crystal clear blue. I like that, so I can tell it's my mono. But 17-pound mono, worked well, casted well. The whole combo felt good. And those fish, when you're landing them on a medium like this, doesn't matter if they're pounders, pound and a halfers, it was fun. I ended the night freeing a fish that had a hook in its gullet. Man, if you have not learned the gill hook removal, where you take that hook, the eye of it was like here, I turned it down and out the gill, pulled it kind of out the gill, and then literally just lifted that hook straight up, popped it right out of that fish's gullet and stomach. Not a single drop of blood. If you learn that, I guarantee you will save fish lives. That has saved me, I don't know how many fish since I learned that. If you get that hook, it gets it just a little bit deep in the gullet. Instead of taking pliers and trying to rip it straight out, you're usually gonna rip their stomach, everything. They're gonna bleed out and you kill them. But if you do that, learn that hook removal, it will save you almost every fish that happens to. So that's enough for me. I gotta get home. Today's subscribed fishing friend is my guy, Alex. Alex actually met me out here on the lake. I was coming around the corner and he says, "Debo!" I was like, what in the heck? I turned around and we stopped and talked for a little bit. We were driving past each other and he recognized me and he stopped to say hey. So Alex, thanks for watching and supporting my channel. Appreciate everybody else who continues to watch, support. It means the world to me because, again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So I think the storm actually is coming in now. We got some more clouds. I'm going to get home before I get drenched. So thank you all for watching, and until next time.